Harold Eugene Edgerton was born on April 6, 1903 in Fremont, Nebraska. As he grew up, he thought he wanted to ultimately work in the power industry, but his father, Frank Edgerton, urged him to continue to seek an education. Luckily, Edgerton took his father's advice and went on to receive a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from the University of Nebraska at Lincoln. From there, he continued further to earn an SM degree from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the field of electrical engineering. During his time at MIT, Edgerton often would study the moving parts of a motor. This led him to notice the effects that a flashing warning light had on his perception of the functioning motor. The frequency of the flash seemed to make the movements of the machine freeze or appear to be stilled. Working to recreate this observation, Edgerton constructed a device that would replicate the effect of the warning light. In 1931, he succeeded with the invention of the stroboscope. Essentially, the stroboscope Edgerton constructed was an electronic form of a flash. The speed of the shutter, as well as the intensity of the flash, could be modified. This was a much more advanced form of flash than the previous one-use-only powder flash. Edgerton's device could flash up to 120 times per second, allowing for individual images to be captured despite the fluidity of the motion that was being performed. Not only did he use this technology to capture never-before-seen processes such as a splash of milk, a bullet going through an apple, or the impact moment of kicking a football, but also used this strobe invention to aid the U.S. military in wartime reconnaissance during World War II and assisted Jacques Cousteau in his underwater sonar exploration and photography. Later in his life, Edgerton collaborated with Kenneth J. Germeshausen and Herbert Greer to create the company EG&G. He also spent the later years of his life passing on his skills and knowledge as a professor at MIT. He used strobe photography to reveal scientific processes that were once unseen and was able to facilitate understanding of scientific phenomenon that could not be seen by the naked eye. Edgerton's work with the strobe was able to make advancements in scientific and engineering industries, as well as providing captivating photos in the art world. I was able to gather a greater appreciation for Edgerton's ingenuity when attempting to recreate his work. I used my iPhone camera to photograph a golf swing. My goal was to capture distinct units of the swing despite the fluidity of the motion. Edgerton attained this goal with both tennis and golf swings. Unfortunately, this was not an easy task to do. My pictures were not nearly up to the standards of Edgerton's. While I'm aware that his equipment was much more advanced than mine, the quality and distinctiveness of the pictures he was able to capture were remarkable for his time. Above all, Edgerton wanted to be remembered as a scientist and not as a photographer, but one must fully recognize that he undoubtedly had a drastic impact on both industries.